coming this morning and you're here this evening. Yay! Okay, so a few things. I don't have many announcements at all, okay? It is going to be dark in here. So a few things I need you to do. Everybody should have a little piece of paper. It has to be the specific piece of paper that you got when you came in, nothing else, okay? Did everybody get one? No. We need to make sure Roseanne gets a piece of paper. Dan, do you mind helping her out? Oh, there we go. There we got extras. Okay, you should all have a candle. Do you all have a candle? Now, also look in your pews because you should also have a pencil somewhere near you. Okay? All right, now, you have all three of those things. I want you to put them someplace that when I tell you to get them, you could get them without freaking out that you lost them. How about that? Okay? What if you already lost them? All right, are you ready? Good. Before we start, I want you to turn and greet your neighbor and wish them a happy solstice this morning. I invite all of you to stand and face east with us to start. Guardians of the East, we give thanks for the air, for its inspiration and inner knowledge, which brings us new ideas and creates new beginnings. Air, the very first element of which we breathe in the DNA of all creatures who came before us. We invoke air to ask that our communications be direct and clear, that we listen to our intuition and inner guidance. The earth, the air, the fire, the water, return, 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 return. The earth, the air, the fire, the water, return, 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 return. Do a right turn to the south. Guardians of the South, we give thanks for fire, the life force which both creates and destroys. At this time, fire is being reborn. I invoke the fire for our circle, our creativity, our passion, our new beginnings and rebirth. As the sun increases in strength, we look forward to expressing ourselves again with spontaneity, expansion, growth, and passion. The earth, the air, the fire, the water, return, 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 return. The earth, the air, the fire, the water, return, 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 return. Let us face west. Guardians of the West, we give thanks for the qualities of water, deep mystery, flow, nurturing, and holding. We who are alive this day are mostly water. Water cleanses and cools us, makes our food grow, and reminds us nothing is permanent. Everything is changing. We thank water for shaping our land, for the melody of raindrops that grows our food, and for the still qualities of water in the winter. The earth, the air, the fire, the water, return, 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 return. The earth, the air, the fire, the water, return, 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 return. Let us turn north. Guardians of the North, creators of life, of the mountains that surround us, the trees that shade us. At this time of the winter solstice, we give thanks to the earth for this period of rest and darkness, which has led us to explore the deep wisdom within ourselves. Earth, protect our sacred circle and allow us to grow and blossom as the sun is reborn. We begin to make ready for a new phase of life, to manifest a new set of possibilities and experiences in the material world. The earth, the air, the fire, the water, return, 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 return. The earth, the air, the fire, the water, return, 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 return. Let us now cast the circle. Please grab the hand of the person next to you. Rejoice with us on this sacred night while we celebrate the returning sun as the days begin to lengthen. You may be seated. Rise up, O flame, by thy light glowing, bring to us beauty, vision, and joy. Rise up, O flame, by thy light glowing, bring to us beauty, vision, and joy. Bring to us beauty. This evening I share with you a story, a tale as ancient as the good earth below your feet, as illuminating as the kindled flame, as pristine after a heavy rain, and as wise as the crisp north wind. It is the combination of a few tales as old as dirt, one that combines and conflates. The tale in this ritual can relinquish you from that which doesn't serve you anymore and rekindle your flame of full-hearted living and loving. So throughout this service, you are going to be called upon to give your voice and your body over to this gathering, to partake in the ancestral story of the human condition, one that needs you to usher in its magic and grace into this space and your life. We promise not to embarrass you with anything or call you out, but we do ask you to surrender a little to this place and these people and this awakening to a new dawn and a new commitment to life. Are you up for this journey to welcome back the light and your own internal abiding flame? Yes. Wonderful. Let us begin. Deep down in the belly of the night, dream deep winter dreams, and lie safe in your grandmother's arms, still as a seed, still as a seed. Deep down in the belly of the night, deep down in the belly of the night, and lie safe in your grandmother's arms, and lie safe in your grandmother's arms, still as a seed, still as a seed of the night, deep down in the belly of the night, and lie safe in your grandmother's arms, and lie safe in your grandmother's arms, still as a seed, still as a seed, still as a seed. This is a time in any service that we do where we offer our heartfelt gratitude to organizations in our community that share similar values to our own. So we do split plate combinations of offerings. Tonight's offering is Amplify POC Cape Cod. Amplify COP Cape Cod is committed to eliminating the racial wealth gap, disparity in assets across race and ethnicity, by removing barriers created by systemic racism and promoting racial equality by providing accessible resources and education that enhance visibility and increase sustainable ownership opportunities for communities of color. This organization, of course, was nominated by the Racial and Indigenous Justice Allies Task Force. Let us remember that the religious person is the grateful person is the generous person. We'll now take the offering mindfully and gratefully. invite you to join with me in the spirit of prayer and meditation. Please get yourself comfortable in your seat. Put your feet firmly on the ground. I invite you to turn inward with me now as we follow this with some shared silence. Your breath began long ago, before there were lungs and before there were trees. Your breath began in the darkness of gases that hung a long, long sky from your song. Your bones are the bones of your ancestors, and before them, calcium in the seas. Your bones have been shaped in the darkness of wombs and long before, and matter flung far from your fingertips. Your blood, it began in the flow of seas dark and rough. Before your tears, there was rain. And before your blood, veins and springs and storms and the primordial deep, way deeper than your pulse. Your curiosity began as lightning across the sky. Your very nerves and every thought, every signal, the descendants of explosions and cosmic firings. Your insight and movement, ancient energies that acted long before your smiling. You are the very stuff of stars. You are the dust left behind. You are a solar event. You are the keepers of time. Your sisters hold their place and shine the sky above you, and you no less have such light inside you to offer the world. Can you see that you are a child of the universe? And that is why you know the earth is turning and dawn is coming. The darkness you have known, now and forever behind you, gives way to light, as it always has. The silence we have shared continue to hold and heal us all. My friends, let us join together in a collective vibration. The ancient teachings of Hinduism tell us that before all things, before all beings, at the very beginning of time, a vibration filled the universe with sound, giving life to existence and permeating all time and all space. This primordial sound is Om. Here in this space, there is no right note or wrong note, no good voice or bad voice. So soon I'm going to invite you to join in chanting Om 5 times, which reminds us that we are all life and we are all connected. Whatever sound your body offers is a sacred gift. As we continue chanting, I invite you actually to place your hand on your heart and feel the vibration of your body resonate, just as it resonates in all things. Om. are at the solstice, timeless moment once a year when the sun retreats into what seems like eternal night, where the sun does actually stand still for 3 days before it begins its journey back and the days begin to lengthen. As the sun gained force from last year's winter solstice, it emerged with ever-increasing sunlight and became a vibrant and compelling as the summer solstice arose. And since then, as the stars have rose and set, brightening our days and awakened our spirit, it has started to wane once again. And from the summer solstice till now, the looming great wolf has tracked the very sun, patiently waiting as the days grow shorter for its yearly meal. It has snuck up on us, it seems. I feel like it happens every year, it sneaks up on us. It has prowled after the sun through September and into October. It has laid its giant paws down into the now solid terra firma, breathing in the cold north wind, while resting in the long shadows cast by the setting sun as it plans and prowls. Yesterday afternoon, after months of plotting and scheming, Fenrir the great wolf swallowed the sun whole. With one magical gulp, the sun was dismissed and consumed and gone. I'm sure you felt it. The air got a little colder, the pace of which we've gone about our days shortened, and here we sense and feel that shift, as if we too are in the belly of the beast. And though it is the sun entombed in that wolf's belly, we acknowledge it as well, for it is nearing the end of the year, and we begin again. We've each had a year of promise and peril, of frolic and failure, of hope and harrow. This past year, each of us, in one way or another, have made mistakes. We've compromised our values. We've had promises we've forgotten. We have vows unkept, or resolutions neglected. Here we too rest in the dark. So let us take a moment and reflect on that which can now, before we help rebirth a new year and sun, expel ourselves of the weight. So let us be in the dark for just a moment together. So often in our lives, we have stuff we want to throw out and get rid of, or we ignore it or run away from it, and we aren't willing to sit in the dark long enough to figure out what those mistakes or promises lost or vows unkept have to teach us. So I ask each of you, what do you need to clean up and out of your life? It might be an insecurity that nags at you, an anger that rises too quickly to judgment or hurt, a self-loathing that stifles any growth, an excuse that is old and worn, a doubting shadow that remains and haunts, an anxiety that has a flimsy root cause. So friends, in this season that finally moves us out of the dark to the light, to spring, to light and sunshine, what remains and needs to be tossed to let the real blooming burst forth? So I want you to take a moment and think about that garbage inside of you. What is ready for you to get rid of it? And it of you. What worry or sorrow or doubt or fear or shame or anguish or anxiety keeps you captive? Can you all think of something? Oh, come on, it's got to be more than one of you. Yes? Yes? Yes. Okay, good. Now, I want you to take out that little piece of paper. And I want you to write on that little piece of paper what you want to get rid of. And when you are done, there's going to be someone standing up here at the end of this aisle with a basket. Please put it in that basket, and someone here as well. to recognize I did not burn the church down. I mean, I don't think I'd have a job if I did, but I hope you all feel some release, some lightening of your spirit, a shift in perspective and weight. Because now, friends, our task together is to remind the good wolf that it has indeed had its supper for an entire year. We know, of course, that within its massive body is the spark of the divine. Oh yes, the wolf, she forgets for some reason in her soporific coma that though the sun is consumed, little embers of spark start within. Just like the spark of new life that appears deep in a mother's womb, you can sense a quiet spark occurring within. So let's call back the light to the world, in our own lives and in the world. Deep within the belly of the beast is an emerging, growing new sun, a sun ready to be brought back to life. And now, as in days of old, the wolf gives birth to light, but she will need help calling it forth. So soon, we're going to pass around the flame, and we're going to fill this room with light. But first, we need a collective howl. Are you ready? Okay, here we go. As the flame is passed to you, okay? And just please stay standing as we go through some more music and sharing of light.
Sing after me. Light is returning.
Light is returning. Even though this is the darkest hour,
light is
returning. Light is returning. we've called forth a room full of light. And now the sun will indeed follow in its infant stage. As we hold the light together, let us be reminded that we too need light and love in our lives. The earth needs the warmth and sunshine to do its magic with plants now dormant, waiting for the brighter days. And the earth relaxes from permafrost to soggy, happy soil for its regrowth. But we need it as a reminder that all our lives need a spark of new energy and creativity or possibility. So with this light in front of you, what wish or intention or promise would you like to invite into your life the next year? And I want you to think on it for a moment, and then silently to yourself and to the light, make a vow and promise yourself that you will complete that vow.
If the people live their lives as if it were a song, we're singing at the light, provides the music for the stars to be dancing circles in the night. If the people live their lives as if it were a song, we're singing at the light, provide the music for the stars to be dancing circles in the night. If the people live their lives as if they were a song, we're singing at the light, provide the music for the stars to be dancing circles in the night. To be dancing circles in the night.
As we blow out our flames, let us remember to keep the light that now fills this room within each of us. A spark of the divine waiting for us to tap into its power and promise. May it be so. Amen. Let there be light, Dave.